Hello! Today we will be looking at the Cambridge IGCSE music listening paper. We are looking at a section A2, which of course means we are looking into Western art music. And today we are diving right into Impressionism, which is one of the subgenres of 20th century music. So let's quickly take a look at our questions and then we will proceed to listen to our extract and answer our questions. So this question paper extract comes from the June 2022 paper 1-2. And like I said, we are looking at section A2. In section A as a whole, it counts 16 marks. So of course, section A1, which is also Western music, will count 8 marks. And then section A2 will also count 8 marks. And all of the past papers that I go through in my videos can be found on the Cambridge School Support Hub. And I have linked their website in the description for all teachers and or tutors so that it can be helpful for you and your students. So we are told in this very section that we will hear an extract for orchestra and we are given a little mini skeleton score. And the first question is, what scale does the melody use? Now already, this is now not a theory paper, it is a listening paper. So you can listen to the extract, but already by looking at the little skeleton score that they give us, we can already see that that is a whole tone scale, but we will just make sure by listening, we can already answer that without hearing the extract. Yay! The next question says, the printed melody is heard 3 further times as the extract continues. Comment on similarities and also differences in the melody and the accompaniment during the repetitions. So the 2 times that we hear repeats of what we see on paper, the skeleton score, what are we actually hearing? Then question 8a, when was this music written? And we're again given now 4 Western music genres. So Baroque, classical, romantic, or 20th century. Of course, this is 20th century because we are dealing with Impressionism. But here we also have to give 2 answers, and they do tell us to not repeat any information that we already gave. So if we say that our scale, for instance, in the beginning is a whole tone scale, we cannot use that as a reason or even a sub-reason for why this could be a 20th century piece. So we're going to have to come up with other things. Who composed it? That's the last question. Now, of course, from the get-go, we won't be able to just tell who composed this unless we really know a lot of composers and we really know our music, but we will have to do a process of elimination here. So if Beethoven, if you know he's not a 20th century composer, you cut him out. Debussy, he's up there. Reich is up there. Vivaldi, no. So you'll have to decide whether this is giving Debussy or whether it is giving Reich. But of course we know that Reich is a minimalist, Debussy is an impressionist. But we would have to first listen to the extract to be able to tell what's what. But of course we know Debussy is our impressionist composer. We're dealing with Impressionism here. So we will go ahead and choose Debussy when we get there. So let's hop right into our listening and then we will officially answer our questions. I am playing our extract directly from the Cambridge School Support Hub. And remember that with our listening paper, we answer systematically. So I'm about 11 minutes in now to an hour-long CD, which is CD 1. And this will take you through sections A, B, and C. In the actual exam, you are not allowed to start, for instance, at minute 11 like we are doing. You're not allowed to start, you're not allowed to pause at any time. The invigilator in the room will just play the CD and everything is programmed on the CD. Your listening extracts as well as your silences, so everything is programmed. So when we look at section A2, we will have a first playing, a silence, a second playing, a silence, followed by a third playing, a silence, a fourth and final playing, and then a fourth and final silence. Everything is programmed and all you just need to do is use the ears. So here we are with section A2's listening extract.
Now listen to music A2 and answer the questions.
So let's go ahead and answer our questions. So of course, what scale does the printed melody use? That is of course a whole tone scale. We already know that this is written in the 20th century, and we know that our composer is Debussy. So let us go to question 8b. Give 2 reasons for your answer. So give 2 reasons why this is a 20th century extract. And we're not allowed to repeat any information that we gave before. So let's just go into reasonings. We'll throw out some reasons, and if they happen to clash with what we're gonna say at question 7, then we'll come right back and change if we must. So first things first, there is a large orchestra and there is quite a heavy use of the brass section. We do only need 2 facts here, but let's go ahead and say some more things. So if you would like to say something about the extremes of register, so there's a huge range, lots of pitches, and sometimes they jump between those ranges. There's also an ostinato pattern going on there, and remember ostinatos are repeated patterns, so it can be melodic or rhythmic. I'm also hearing clashes in sounds, so we're definitely hearing dissonances, and we also have a fragmented accompaniment going on. So any of the above will do, and if you do have anything else that you would like to say that matches with the extract and with 20th century music, you can go ahead and fill that in. In this extract, they're very clever. They actually don't ask anything specifically towards the subgenre of the piece, unless we look to the Debussy question. But for instance, if you would like to say that this is an impressionist extract, or this piece has musical characteristics out of the subgenre of Impressionism, you can go ahead and say that. And I can almost guarantee you that you will get your marks there. So let's hop back to question 7. The printed melody is heard 3 further times as the extract continues. So now we're about to comment on similarities and differences when we hear it again. So we need 3 marks here. Of course, the mark allocation is always going to be in brackets for Cambridge. So let's go ahead and listen to our extract once more, and then we'll go ahead and put down 3 facts.
Music A2, second playing.
So let's hop into our 3 facts. So I am hearing that the melody is repeated at a higher pitch the first 2 times. Definitely there's a sense of urgency as the extract moves along. It definitely gets louder. You can speak about crescendos there. You can say that more instruments are added, because that's definitely happening. You can talk about the brass interjections, with the brass just coming in there. You can mention that the string arpeggios continue as an ostinato pattern. And you can definitely comment on that triplet pattern that we see in bar 4, and you can say it's heard sort of in a diminutive figure a bit later on as the music repeats. Diminution now means that smaller note values are coming to the fore. We hear it in quicker note values. So yeah, we see it in minims. On paper for us, it starts out in minims, but it's definitely not in minims as the music repeats. You don't have to speak about the specific note values, but you can just describe a little something there. And any of those 3 will give you your marks. And I don't think any description here really says anything that this is specifically 20th century like. So we don't have to go ahead and cut out any reasonings in 8B. I think we are definitely good to go. So I hope that this does help you when it comes to your Cambridge listening exam, and they give you a 20th century extract, and they do happen to throw some Impressionism in there.